Yeah.
Yeah, today we were talking about like the process and how do you work?
Yes, as you can see, my main material, but I don't want to be like a metal artist, but my main material is, as you can see, of course, metal.
Yeah.
And I'm also a researcher in the academy, a PhD student, and I started so I think that my research is not one of the most important practices I do. So I'm not really like a studio artist, but I work here a lot, but I can't be here every day because that just doesn't work out. For me, art is also activity next to that, so not only be here and hammer on the metal all day. That would be a bit my approach. But some years ago, I made some you can find on the website, some very steady metal sculptures, but you show them a couple of times, or you can sell one or two, but in the end they were just ending here, and they also were not convenient anymore for what I wanted to tell to the audience or to the public. So I thought, okay, what do I have to do with these things? An exhibition in a very small gallery that doesn't exist anymore in Antwerp, and the door was small, so I couldn't take anything. And I'm also kind of in favor of César Pellacci. I don't know if you know this artist, French with Italian roots, and it's like I like compressions of his work, so destroy them.
Wow.
They were mostly cars, so they were not really his works, they were just compressing cars. And I thought, okay, what can I do with my work? And I started first to compress. I can show you later on because there. I compressed 3 pieces in a car. We call this car. No,
Like
scrap yard. Yeah. And then I showed these works in the gallery. And it was quite funny because then, of course, I'm also questioning the art market a little bit, and then I recognized that people were more interested in the works than when they were complete. So on that certain point for me, these works were destroyed, but I started to recognize or to feel more and more that they weren't destroyed, but that it was kind of transformation. So, and as you know, sculptures are quite static, especially when they are made of metal. Like the work that I'm busy with now, I did it quite fast, but that one was around 1 year of work to do it. And then
it's the body one?
The big pink one with the gloves.
Yeah.
That was like 3.5 meters.
Yeah.
Actually, it's 2 times that.
And you compress it. Then you compress
This I compress this as a performance in front of the audience. So that's also, I think, that's it. And then you have static work, and you want to make it more flexible or changeable. So now I'm actually searching how far can I go in transforming everything until there is nothing left. But there, it was the same problem. I had these compressed works here. So maybe later on I had these compressed works, but it was the same story. Then you show them a couple of times, and then you think, okay, this is not what I'm going to do all the time. It's like make something and compress it. Although it was important for me that I create my works to show them when they are complete. So I try to avoid to make something and knowing already that I'm destroying it.
When you decide for something?
It's a very strange question. You can't decide. It's like, now I stop. But I think that's the same if you are a sculptor or I was editing now a video for a couple of months. That's the same. You want something interesting.
Maybe at first that you feel like when you work on it for like 1 time and it's like very you're happy with it, is it going towards the compress or is there no like connection?
No, but that's a strange thing for me. When you're ready,
not like ready, but it's like when you show it to the
yes.
other and you like it, you think it's like a good work and you invest a lot of time. Do you sometimes decide to not compress it?
No, because I'm not when the work is ready and I show it, it loses everything.
So you don't feel like,
Correct.
like a loss when you compress it?
No, well, yeah, it can hurt a little bit, but you get over it. Is that, yeah, that sounds strange, but when something is there and it's ready, then it really
Yeah.
And then I think, like, what can I do now?
Yeah. And why do you use the coloring for that?
That's also a good question because years ago, now about 2006, 2007, when I still made my quite figurative steel and copper sculptures, everybody compared me with Franz West. You know Franz West? Obviously died at the yeah, it's quite nice. 3 years, and I always was offended by that. Because Franz West, what he just did, well, he just did, that's not what I want to say, but he makes like this big, yeah, that's not the word I'm He makes round potato forms out of steel, and okay, people just compare it because the material is the same, and it's about the welding. You see welding lines,
Yeah.
but I didn't feel connected with Francis at all in these days. So I thought, yeah, that's like if you use oil and canvas, then you always say, oh, they all are the same because you use the same material and the same support.
I think it's in every field. In every field, I think it's quite.
Yeah, so, but then, because of that thing and that frustration, I started to read about Franz West. And I think he's a wonderful artist, and I was really interested in his work at that moment. And I thought, okay, but what he wants to tell, that's also a story that I want to tell a little bit. Where I felt connected, more in the conceptual way than in the physical way, although the physical way is also in a way related. And then I asked the question, is it like that, as an artist you make something, and there's a link to another artist, that the concept is also without knowing. And of course he uses the color ink a lot, so it's a kind of code.
Okay.
Yeah.
And icons, because when I looked at the website, I saw like the titles are quite very creative. How do you come up with the title?
No, that just pop up. Because most of my work, I draw a lot at home. I don't show my drawings. I don't want to do that. But actually, everything you will see that I get later on how it goes comes from sketches. Now, while I'm drawing or painting, I'm writing the texts and. But, yeah.
So you start with the drawing.
Always. Yeah. So that's also something that what for me is a question that my works are not directly related to how I think or how I work in my head. So they are more like sketches. That's also funny contrast because if you work 1 year or something, it's not a sketch at all.
Yeah.
And then you can say, okay, the design just took me 1 minute, and then you have to. And then I feel like an artist,
Craftsmanship.
and not really craftsmanship, because craftsman is more like you work in a factory, in a car construction, or something like that. And that's also something in sculpting. You have something and then you work really long before you have it.
Yeah. So how long would the piece take? Obviously depends on the design or.
Yeah.
But like on average, how long would you spend on like one work?
Well, this one, but I don't know if you've seen it completely, it was a big white like 6 meters high. I created in 1 week because of all those challenges. Like I want to make work for an exhibition and I just want to make it huge and I take 1 week to do so. But it also started from a drawing and it actually refers to one little thing on the pavement last year.
And how does it happen that when you make sketches and drawing with that, the design changes while you're working?
Yes, of course. Also, the material is quite dominant. So that's also a struggle I had with these works and those, that on a certain moment you make like 5 or 6 of them. You recognize that the material is very dominant also in the appearance when something is ready, and that's the limitation.
And how do you use the material? There are so many different aspects going on. So you, like this part would be there and the other part would be this.
What do you mean?
Yeah, for instance, if you look at it, you use plastic, you use wire, you use metal. How do you choose, like, okay, this part is going to be metal, this part is going to be something else? Or is it just by feeling?
Good part. And my base is mostly metal, that is not too bad things.
And you weld a lot.
Yes. But also there, and that's craftsmanship. If you talk about welding, of course you can weld nicer and you can use better machines, but then the time of the craftsmanship takes too long. Okay? So that's why I just use these machines quite fast, and because I want to reduce the welding time. Although I have to weld, but
Yeah.
welder.
Yeah.
These are little bronze sculptures. And it also comes from a drawing, and then I just made this into kind of 3D children. I don't know if you know. And you see this is a lot more archaeological tools. And from well, I don't always make my little maquettes, I think that is good, but here I did. And from this, then I went to this sculpture. It was in the white and more.
Okay. So it's like a prototype, like a small reference. So.
Yes. And then I went on because when this was flattened in this or in the cascade, I had a big flat piece that was exhibited there. And then the same problem appeared. Okay, what I will do that now. I had an exhibition in Campo Campo where I asked the audience and they immediately created cards. And then you can see what happened. So I asked the audience. I asked the audience just like, if you want, then you can draw a piece on the sculpture, write your address. Yeah. And then I kept them out here and brought them to the mostly my mouth.
And this one? This one?
Yes. Yeah.
And why Glasgow Game? Like, what is the...
Oh, that's a very personal story.
I was interested about it.
We always say it very briefly without
Yeah.
saying too much. Like, I don't have any contact with my father anymore, and he's quite right-oriented,
Okay.
and he is gunsmith.
Ah, really?
Yeah, and then I want to make him work in it.
Yeah, that's why I didn't find it because I was looking at the website and it's like this it's not. And you also said you did a lot of research in the academy.
Mhm.
It's connected with the sculpture or is it completely?
No, it's completely correct research. It is about now, well, these pieces they goes to the people can take it at home for free, so that's the way the work disappears, dissolves, and comes in another 100 or 150 or 200 families.
Mhm.
And I see it as a souvenir. So now we are used when we see the work mostly and we like it, then we always see it on a picture after, and that's just the shape, and it has nothing to do with materiality, it has something to do with the time that you saw it, with your own feelings right at that moment, with your own thoughts, with the history. So it's just one little aspect of the work, and the rest is gone, and it's only about the shape. And I also think that we live in times that this is a little bit too important. We are just all kind of into forms, and not really that anymore.
That's true.
And in my PhD, I'm working about that I give it to you as a souvenir, and you have the materiality, but you don't have the real sculpture doesn't exist anymore. Of course, not completely true because it's not our pictures. But then it becomes you as a spectator are the owner of the work in your head, of course. So you can you remember it, but you will deform it also, it will transform all the time, or you will forget it, or you throw a piece away. It's more about transformation in the brains. Do these things that you have seen in the picture, I think,
Yeah.
that's a lot more anonymous. So it was presented together with the, we call this a bridge. It's only it was 3 months in the Nicolas. And then the audience can just take off a piece of the work, take it home, so they can decide by themselves what they want to have. And here is also a funny thing that I recognize now, that on a certain moment in this space, nobody is interested anymore. So it's not attractive anymore. So in my romantic idea, I thought it will dissolve, but it doesn't dissolve, it means that these leftovers. And now I'm thinking to do something with the leftovers.
The parts that are missing because it was cut off.
Yeah. Yes. And in the beginning, everybody's enthusiastic, and the first 2-3 days go really fast. And then there is something like this in the exhibition, a little bit oxidated in the class, and nobody touched it. What is this? Shit. Yeah, there is another one. And this is the first time that I do the transformation by myself.
You also teach at the academy.
Yes.
So when you give an assignment, what kind of assignments
I
are
don't
they?
give assignments.
You don't give
No, we don't give assignments. Only the first year is usually.
And then you're free to do
Yes.
this one.
So we are more you get addresses. We can help. But yeah, I give my welding. But welding is quite technical.
Yeah.
And in the second year of research. But research there's not really assignments, but because they are used to do the research in the first year. So I really put the accent on the texts and on books and on more developing what they want to tell with their work instead of just materiality.
It's actually very nice. And it does give the students a lot of freedom, actually, to do what they want.
Yeah, I was a professor, so
And then
only Steve and then the Steve reacts the same as the last time. So that's interesting. So this one is just only made in better way. This one here. This is better paper. Yeah, of course.
How does it get so
There is a view. You know that? I don't know. When I'm busy, but I'm busy with an assistant also. So the breaking in pieces was filmed, and then now we are deciding which pieces we will keep and which not. Now we reconstruct to new work, and in the end, the work will disappear, and it will be just a video.
Okay. And how is it working with an assistant in your world, like to bring somebody in?
Very difficult.
Yeah.
Because, of course, you miss it. You miss a little the feeling.
The actual.
Yeah. So,
Wow.
when you have an assistant and they are here at 2 o'clock and they stay till 8 o'clock in the evening, so it also forces you to a kind of discipline.
Are the writings on the wall for you?
These?
Yeah.
Yes, but just tests. That's not that was from the child from friend who did kind of vacation job here, which you like to spray with them. This one is also fun. That actually is also a funny story because here I never showed it, so I made it and then Corona stopped it. So we were planning to do an exhibition with the Ephemerals, which is a group, and Baeyens was part of it. And there you want to test if you can use the work of someone else as a support for your own work. So we were with like 9 or 10 artists, and the idea was to circle the work to 3 or 4 artists, and everybody just use it as their own support and does something with it, and then we would show it in the exhibition.
So they would take the work and then create something on top of it or with it?
Yeah, of cutting it or do something else. Like a painter could paint or change the color, do something with it, whatever. And Veronica gave me this thing. This small plastic And I changed it in a big metal with reference to the material. I wanted to present it together, and I think then we could then go to Delhi, then put this picture drawing, and we could do then something with it. What's the idea? But because of Corona and so on.
You worked together with
Yeah, we did some projects together. Yes. Like also that these panels you see. The first time we tried it to work here at the FME, the idea was that everybody brings a work, and we will make kind of installation of it. And the idea was that the installation would become the new work, and that the individual works would disappear. But that didn't work out. Yes, you still have people also connected to their work and hang their paint. Thanks so. Don't touch it. So to break that, we made, like, I can show you some, we made posters with material, we could just print and those things. And now we start to just work with posters.
Okay.
And you can see it on our website, so the moment that you see this étalage changing all the time, and the idea was that you work like an hour on one window, someone else comes, go over it, can use what's there, and also can completely transform it. It wasn't funny.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you already like a
Plan.
like a roadmap or something.
Yeah, otherwise I get stressed. Yes. The next. Actually, to be honest, it's so long ago that I just made a steel sculpture, completely steel. I want to do that one time because that's the last one of this one, and it's finished in 2014.
So you try to do like the change it to change it up a bit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we make again white. But I'm also all the time struggling with, do I have to make something? Why make sure that the most important is just this material thing?
Yeah.
Does teaching help you to like not get like completely drained into the workload? Like so you have another
Yes, I need that.
piece of you.
As I said, I can't come here and work every day. I just can't do that. Then I become crazy. So
Yeah.
I do a lot of other things also.
Yeah.
To be busy and to also feed your. I think work as an artist is 99% of absorbing things, 1% something like that.
Yeah. And you prefer to work alone than with people?
Yeah. Everything, yeah. I don't like to work. The false thing is like faking things. Then you're doing your best to change a little part, and it becomes a little bit absurd to restore something, and it's not necessarily what the artist wants.
Yeah.
And like what they did now with Christo in Paris. So it was
Yeah.
design, but then they do it, and
Yeah.
it's just so commercial and not
Yeah.
okay to do these things. And then just let it be, it stopped, and this was the story. So everything blends. So the structure, I like the structure of the academy that you really learn, that you scratch for painting it, you learn to paint, but in the end you can't avoid that these things blend in each other. I also think it's this way of thinking within like to the master or after master, that thing must become one thing.
Do you go home and immediately starts to think and work again?
But I think you always do it.
But like, do you? Because I know you paint or you draw, but are you able to? Don't you sometimes like spend as much time at home, like just drawing again, and looking forward to coming back instead of just relaxing?
Yeah, relaxing, I don't think that exists anymore. Because everything is, yeah, that sounds a little bit pathetic, but everything is a function of it.
Yeah.
So even when I read this whole, so you can't read a normal book anymore, it's always, you read Picasso, this, and you read
Yeah.
So that's why I said to try to escape, I want to draw or something, but in the end it's always connected. Yeah. So I don't mind. I really love music. And I said, I didn't mean it in a bad way, but I just want to work. Yeah, of course. To be social. Like distracted. But I really didn't mean to be. Nice. Have a nice vacation.
You too.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye.
I wonder what flash. Shame I read the message. It's like out of service, bro. Like, it's still ready.